Welcome to the Marval Teams integration demo. In this video, I'll demonstrate several use cases for the Teams integration. This is one of 3 videos, and this presentation will go through the service desk talking to a customer. So in this case, I'm going to select the support queue, and hash login will log me into the queue. You can see a list of prompts here of available actions. So that's logged me into the queue. Now I can be contacted by a customer. So on another screen, I'm going to contact the service desk from someone called Lynn Robbins who wants assistance with a printer. So Lynn has started correspondence with me here, and I can accept or decline this chat. If I decline the chat, Lynn will remain in the queue. If I type in queue here, then I can see Lynn is in the queue and has been waiting 16 seconds in this queue. So I'm going to select Lynn's name and click on chat. I can also click accept up here. So it will now tell Lynn that I've accepted the chat, and it will tell me also that I can start chatting. So I'm going to find out what Lynn's issue is. And Lynn seems to be having a printer issue here. So I'm going to find out what the model number is and then go ahead and create a request for Lynn. So I'll type in hash request here. This will create a request in Marval for me that I can then access and add the notes from here into. So just one note is the messages you see coming through here, the stock standard messages, are all customizable. This contact search searches my Marval for the contacts, and we can bring up the services here and type a description for our request. Once we have clicked create request, we are going to get a link. A link will also be sent to the customer to self-service. Our link will be a Marval link, so it will go to Marval itself, not to the self-service portal. So that has been created. So if we click on the link there, and that will open up into Marval and we can see the request. So I'm going to add a symptom in, and then the next step we're going to go through is to add our correspondence into the notes of the request. So now if we type in hash notes here, it's going to grab the request number that we've created. It's already been linked to this request, and then it will put the notes from our correspondence into that request. So we'll get a response back saying that it has successfully added the notes. And then in Marval, if we look at the request, we'll be able to see that the notes have been added in. So you can see here, these are the notes that we've added in. And we go back into Teams, and I'm going to continue the correspondence with Lynn just to find out a little bit more information about this issue. And then we can add additional notes and see what that looks like in Marval. So I have all the information I need for now. I'm going to go away and investigate this further. I will want to add the rest of this correspondence into the notes of the request. So what I can do is I can either end this chat and then add the notes in, or add the notes in then end the chat. There is a setting that you can use where if you end the chat, it will automatically add any missing notes into the request that's linked. But in this case, we will type in hash notes to add the rest of the chat correspondence into the Marval notes. So we'll get a confirmation now that these notes have been added. And if we go into Marval and refresh this, we can see that the rest of these notes have been added into the request, giving us all of that context. And after that, we can choose to end the chat. We're going to end this chat here. This will let Lynn know that we've ended the chat, and we can have another look at the queue once we've ended our chat with Lynn and see that there are no users left in the queue.